What's going on, everyone? Talon here, and it finally happened. We finally got Wolverine. Alright, so as you can see, we're finally at 100% progress for Rise of the X-Men, and of course that was helped out today because of the login bonus. We got those Mcron crystals, we got 300 of them, so I was able to finally help me to finish that research to get Wolverine unlocked. Or, well, not unlocked, but finished. So, now that we actually have Wolverine, let's take a look at him. Alright, let's get over here. There he is, Wolverine. Alright. So, as you can see, I did start to work on Wolverine a little bit. So I did finish up his gears. I gave him an Obelisk. He's got an ISO 8 set on him as well. We have Power of the Angry Hulk, because we're going with attack all the way. And then for skills over here, the only ones I've really leveled up so far are his 4th and 5th skill. The 4th skill, of course, because you do get bonuses for leveling it up, so you get up to 40% ignore dodge, and 75% chance to pierce barrier shields and all damage effect, which is very nice, and that lasts for 10 seconds, and this is on a 15-second cooldown, so you can keep this up the whole time if you keep using it. Every time it's off cooldown if you have max skill cooldown. And then the Berserker Rage, I just leveled up because that's going to be the main skill that you're using, so I figured I'd leveled up to see if I get a little extra damage. The other ones I haven't really touched. And then of course we have his passive here, which is that healing factor. So we have below 99%, you recover 5% max HP. So that makes him really tanky and difficult to kill. So it's similar to Gwenpool's uniform, except better because this is on a 1-second cooldown. And then his leadership here, we just have decreased debuff duration by 30%. So if you're out of leaderships to pretty much cancel debuffs, if you need another kind of some kind of help against Doctor Strange or something like that in Alliance Conquest, he is an option, but again he's going to have the type disadvantage, so probably not the best idea, but it can be useful in Timeline and other game modes. So it's not a waste, but yeah, I kind of was expecting a little bit different for his leadership. And let's see here. So we have the Weapon X passive, so this is tier 2 passive. We have Super Armor, which is awesome. We have All Defense, which is nice. And then we have the increased crit damage and increased guaranteed crit rate. And those are 50% each, so that's really, really nice. So guaranteed crit's already at 50%, so half the time he's already going to be critting. And then his crit damage starts off with a nice 50% bonus, so you kind of just want to stack on that, so definitely want to build up his crit damage as opposed to his crit rate, since he's already got really nice crit rate. So, for the ISO 8 set, I guess you do want to go with a attack-based one, and Power of the Angry Hulk or Overdrive are probably going to be the two best options. Just because you can get the most damage out of the sets, just because of the ISO 8s that you can actually use in the set itself. Of course, Hawkeye is nice because Wolverine does not have any native skill cooldown, so he definitely could use that skill cooldown. That's one thing that you're going to have to figure out how to get the last about 5 or 6% that you need of skill cooldown some way. I went with Uru to get my Wolverine to max skill cooldown, but Hawkeye can be an option there because then you get that skill cooldown. Alright, so as you can see for the gears here, so we have physical attack, of course, so no surprise there, physical or all attack. And then the Urus that I went with here, of course we just have physical attack, and then we have the skill cooldown here. I did 2 5-star skill Urus, and that was enough to get me to max skill cooldown. I don't even know if I needed to actually have both of them, because maybe just one being amplified would have been enough, but I already put in 2, so it's fine right now. And then we have Ignore Defense, because I do need some more Ignore Defense on him. And then I haven't really been working on my Uru supply, so I don't have too many Urus right now to equip, so I just kind of equipped what I had. And then these ones are kind of just placeholders, so we have some more physical attack, some more Ignore Defense, and then some more crit damage. And pretty much what you see here for these 5 is probably exactly what I'm going to do on these other 2 gears right here once I get those Urus. Okay, and then we have All Defense with 2 energy defense by level there, just because there's so many energy damage characters that he's going to need a little extra energy defense. And then we have HP, no surprise there. And then skill cooldown, no surprise there. because as you could see from the orange stats here, he has native ignore defense, which is really nice. It's native recovery rate. Then we have dodge, crowd control, physical defense, HP, and then physical attack and attack speed. So there is no skill cooldown, so that's why he has such low skill cooldown once you've finished leveling him up. So as you can see here, let's look at his details. So we have him at 37% skill cooldown right now, so I do have him at max, and that was because of the Urus, because I think before the Urus I was at 34%, so the Urus got me about 3.5% or somewhere around that area. His ignore defense is only at 30%. Hopefully once I finish applying more of the ignore defense Urus, I'll be able to get that a lot closer to 50%. But for now, this is where he is sitting. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the Obelisk here. So I managed to roll a recovery rate max HP with damage proc. Well, actually, I shouldn't say roll. This was a surprise Obelisk for me, because actually, was it like 2 weeks ago now when we got the login bonus for the 6-star Obelisk or something like that? This was actually the Obelisk that I opened from the what do you call it, the chest in the mail or whatever. So the free one that they gave us happened to just come out as this Obelisk here, which was quite amazing because I was actually trying to roll a Obelisk for Wolverine at the time. So this kind of saved me the hassle. So I figured this one would be really nice to put on him because it can synergize really well with his healing. And then we have that damage proc, so I can try him out and use him in like Extreme Alliance Battle and World Boss Ultimate, because you definitely need a damage proc for that. The only downside is I'm not going to have snare resist for Extreme Alliance Battle, so it might be a little difficult. So I'm going to see if he is a viable option. If not, I might just keep using my Agent Venom. Or if I happen to, later down the line, of course, get a really nice Obelisk with snare resist, then I may unequip this one and put that one on him. But we will see. Alright, so I think that's all the stats that I want to go over for Wolverine here. So my Wolverine is a little low right now because he is only at 15,500 attack for physical, which is actually quite low compared to a lot of other people's Wolverines. As you can see, he's rank 4,800. So he is ranked up a little high, but that's just because I've maxed out all of his gears, and probably a lot of people are still working on getting Wolverine, because I managed to just get Wolverine today, and I did not spend any crystals on getting any extra of the Mcron crystals. So that was the limiting factor for me, was when I got those crystals, I was able to finally finish him. So now that we have Wolverine unlocked, I kind of just wanted to play around with him a little bit. That's just kind of why I made this video. I was really excited to get Wolverine, so I kind of just wanted to show him off in a few game modes. So let's go ahead and play around with him a little bit. Okay, so here we have the World Boss Double Rift. So I thought we'd take Wolverine in here really fast just to let him kind of beast mode this rift for us. So let's see, we're going to use the Xmen here, so let's go ahead and use this team here, because we get the most team-up bonuses this way, I am pretty sure. Unless does... get about the same there, about the same. Oops. So what do we got here? So, all attack crit damage, attack speed ignore defense, attack speed ignore defense. Actually, this is really nice, some really nice bonuses right here. Quite like those, actually. So yeah, let's use this team here. So let's go in and just see how fast Wolverine can do this. Alright, so here we go. Alright. First phase is down for Corvus. Alright, second phase is down as well, so on to the last one. Bring it, Corvus. I am the Wolverine, and I do not care for your 3 revives. Oh, there we go. One shot. Alright, that was pretty nice. Alright, Proxima. What do you got? And boom. Oh, oh! She got one-shotted as well. Okay. Well, kind of one-shotted. Used the 4th skill to buff, of course. Yeah, so Wolverine just tearing through that rift like it was nothing. 44 seconds. Still not quite as fast, of course, as Doctor Strange would do or Sharon Rogers, but quite impressive for a physical damage character, seeing how Netmarble doesn't like to give any overpowered physical characters. So, I actually wanted to try him out in World Boss Ultimate, so let's head over there, actually, and see how he does in World Boss Ultimate. Alright, so today's World Boss Ultimate is Corvus. So let's go ahead and get in here and use Wolverine. Then we're going to use, of course, Coulson, because we want that bonus. And then for our leadership, of course, we are going to use She-Hulk. So kind of the classic team here for either, you know, like Extreme Alliance Battle, you would like to have Coulson and She-Hulk for the No Restriction Day. And then your hero that you're going to be using as main DPS. So let's go ahead and use... Yeah, these were the strikers I wanted to use. So we have 2 ignore defense and then 3 damage. Because Wolverine has that buff for 40% or ignore defense, for ignore dodge, 2 ignore dodge strikers, and Wolverine has the buff on his 4th skill for 40% ignore dodge, so we should be fine there, because that'll get us up to 60%, which should be good enough, I would think, to take down Corvus here, but let's find out, because I'm still a little worried about his damage, just because my Wolverine, like I said, is pretty low if you look at him compared to any of the other characters that have high burst DPS. Alright, so let's get that buff going, and then pop right into that 5th skill. So yeah, that damage was really low. Normally if I had done Sharon Rogers right there, doing 1 skill rotation with her would take down this form or this first phase of Corvus. Okay, that was a little better. Still pretty slow though, so we're gonna have to make up some time here. Maybe we can get a 5th skill team up. Oh, we can. Very nice. That'll help out a little bit. Can't see. Oh, I'm paralyzed, that's why. Alright, where'd Corvus go? Come here, Corvus. Have some slashing to do. I don't think I hit him at all with that 5th skill, which is very impressive, considering that 5th skill hits like the whole screen. No, come back here. Dang it. Hit it right before Corvus landed. These little summons, I swear, they seem to have like as much health as Corvus. It's pretty ridiculous. What? Did he paralyze me like partway through my 5th skill? Come on, get out of here. Alright, can we finish him off here? Oh, not quite. Stop paralyzing me. You're taking up like all my time by paralyzing me. Alright, now let's heal up. And yeah, we healed up pretty fast. Don't have to wait long. He gets back to full health pretty quickly. Alright, let's see if we can get another 5th skill team up here. Oh, yes we can. Alright, very nice. Seems like if you stay further away from the target, that you're going to get the 5th skill with your team up, which is pretty nice. Look at that, I just teleported during my 5th skill. I'm guessing that means that the 5th skill is not a full iframe. Yeah, seeing as how he did it again right there. You're kind of... Oh, no, gotta stay away from that pinwheel, because I'm pretty sure that'll one-shot me. You're canceling out a lot of my damage here, Corvus. So I don't think we're gonna make it in time. We're gonna have to try to get our damage proc lined up with our 5th skill if we want to finish this. Oh, we're paralyzed. I don't think we're going to make it now. Go, 5th skill. Kill him. Whoa, yeah, there we go. 1 second left. Alright. We did lose a lot of damage there, though, because he was canceling out that 5th skill quite a bit. And because of targeting, I kept targeting the little minions instead of Corvus for actually a few of the 5th skills. So we lost quite a bit of damage there that way. But he was able to do it, so I'm happy with that. So Wolverine definitely can be a beast. If I work on him a little more, I'm pretty sure he can clear this quite a bit faster. So yeah, that's going to be kind of a first look at Wolverine. I just unlocked him, so I kind of felt like making a video because I was pretty hype about getting Wolverine. Not just unlocked him, but finally finished getting him to level 60. So I was pretty hype and wanted to do a video on him, just kind of showcase him a little bit. So that's kind of a first look at Wolverine here. Hopefully you'll be getting your Wolverine soon, soon if you haven't already, because he's a pretty fun character to play. I just love his skill animations. They're so like brutal, in your face, kind of just slashing away, so it's really nice to see that. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.